Chubstep.
Jrad.
Creating the oil of judgment.
Steed.
Chubstep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
Now here's the twist, and there is a twist. We show it. We show all of it.
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
Hello, welcome back to a normal Chubstep edition.
Normal Chubstep. It's been a while.
It's been like a month, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, I was, as you mentioned, in Haiti doing the humanitarian work that I do. Now it's every like 5 years that I do this, that I try to go back there. I know people appreciate it. I appreciate doing it. It's not only for me, it's for them.
What are you building? Are you building, or are you like curing or fighting?
So it's not fighting. No, I don't join like a freedom fighter thing there. Although that is a good idea. I think that is a good cause for the right group. You just got to find the right cause.
Yeah.
So what we're doing there is, those like trampoline parks.
Yep.
We build those.
Okay, no, that's smart.
And but they're like free to use, so anybody can use them.
Okay. And this helps something?
This helps the economy, stimulates the economy, helps people with jumping abilities and stability.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good point.
And encourages fun.
Okay. Yeah, I think that could actually help a lot of people.
Because basically the way we do it is similar to like the movie theaters, where we don't make our money on the admissions. We make our money on the concessions. So like it's free to get into these places. We build them. We want it like the community to use it, so it's free to use. But then the concessions are just outrageous. It's like ballpark prices of drinks.
Wow.
Like I think a popcorn's like $15.
This is humanitarian work.
Well, the humanitarian, I mean, like you can bring your own drinks and food. Like we're encouraging people to do that. But like if you forget and you need to use the concessions, it's going to cost you. Like we got to pay the rent somehow.
Well, you're doing God's work out there.
Thank you.
Church of Four Pillars thanks you. I'm sure you're spreading the gospel down there.
Yeah, you know what? It's definitely been a category of what we're doing. It's mostly the trampoline thing, and then there is some spreading of cult.
And then the Christ.
Some cult worship like Church of Four Pillars. So
okay,
it's been kind of a all-encompassing effort on that
glad to
part.
have you back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Bird up.
Steed, other than that, I had to raw dog a different flight that I took. I was in Aspen as well. And the Delta Airlines. Here was my Delta Airlines experience.
Mm-hmm. That's a luxury line.
You know what? Kind of thought that before. I'm down on it. I have flown all of the major airlines fairly recently, and I would say of the nicest one, I think is JetBlue right now.
JetBlue, really?
JetBlue, I think.
Damn.
That's my statement. That's my hot take of the week.
I couldn't even imagine flying JetBlue.
It's picture the ultimate luxury. No, they just had the best technology in their planes so far, like just the best way everything worked with like the viewing experience and all this stuff. Here was my Delta experience. I get to the airport. I had a 5:40 flight, 5:40 a.m. flight.
Okay, early.
I did have checked bags because we were checking ski bags into to go to the plane. We're bringing our ski and snowboard stuff.
Takes like 2 minutes, yeah.
You would think not going to take long. I get at 4 a.m. 4 a.m., Steve. You think
empty airport.
4 a.m. on a Saturday, you think you're going to be okay then, right?
Oh, yeah.
We get in at 4 a.m. This is at O'Hare. and there is a line basically out the door. 4 a.m. on a Saturday at O'Hare. Almost, basically they're 2 hours before my flight. We're in this line. It is not moving, like to drop off the check bag.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, we're gonna miss our flight. 30 minutes. I had moved legitimately 10 feet. Like,
Who's holding up the line?
so whatever Delta's dumbass way that they check their bags is insane. So like Southwest is what I probably fly the most. And Southwest, first of all, 2 free check bags.
Mhm.
Um,
Bags
and they have
free.
it very set up, very standard. You go and you have a little kiosk and you press the thing. These are the bags I'm bringing, and then
You
you
can do it
literally just
online.
drop it off. You can do it online, but basically, but you let you know. Actually, I don't know if you can do. No, I think when
I
you get
did
there, you still
something
have to press the
online.
kiosk.
I
Either way,
recently
though,
checked
either
a
way,
bag.
it's never taken me more than like 15, 20 minutes at the most at a Southwest stop to drop off check bags. This was again 30 minutes and had not moved at all. Legitimately, Steed, I'm not joking, would have taken if we would have just stayed in this line over 2 hours would have been my assumption, maybe 3 hours just to get our check bag to drop, just to get our check bag. That's not going through the normal thing.
Okay.
Now we're in this line, and then we see somebody that says, like, somebody's near us, um, says, "Hey, I'm going." It was not a direct flight. It was we had to go to Atlanta first, and they're like, "We're going to Atlanta. This line's not moving at all. We need to like drop off our stuff. We're gonna miss this flight."
Yeah.
And then, of course, the workers there are like, "Okay, fine." Like this lady's, total Karen. I am all for it. And I'm like, they're like, all right, who else is, Atlanta? And so we're like, yeah, we're Atlanta. So they let us skip this whole line to drop this off.
Oh my God.
Then if we would, then, I got TSA pre-check. If I would have had to wait in the normal line, literally that was out the door too. Like it would have,
Jeez.
I legitimately think if you had to wait in the regular line and the check bag line over 4 hours, you would be waiting to get through
What day
total
did you
security.
fly on?
This was a Saturday. This was not like
Before
Christmas
Christmas?
weekend. It was Saturday the 8th or Saturday the 7th. Let me look.
Oh wow. No, that's early. That's early.
It was not it was the 14th. It was the 14th. So it's still 2 weeks before Christmas. This is not like Christmas.
Pre-travel.
Maybe
Pre-travel time. Yeah.
it's not like the weekend before Christmas. Like I understand probably a little busier than normal, but it was insane. Anyway, Delta could not figure it out. Basically, they had like 3 kiosks, but every kiosk just told you have to go talk to a representative. Like once you went through the kiosk process. So basically, it did nothing. Um, okay, so we get through only because somebody helps us. We get
Mhm.
through, and then it's like a shorter flight to Atlanta. Um, Basically that this one had the screens up on the back of the headrest. None of the
Yeah.
like one of them was working on the whole flight, and nobody else was basically working. Then we get to Atlanta. The Atlanta from Atlanta to Aspen flights like 3 something hours. They're like, okay, well, you can get Wi-Fi. We don't have like an in-flight thing, but you can pay for the Wi-Fi and then just stream whatever you want. I pay the $18 for the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not working the whole flight for anybody.
Oh, no.
So I had a raw dog,
God
Steve. I
damn
didn't have
it,
anything
Delta.
downloaded. Didn't have anything downloaded. Had a raw dog the whole flight there.
So you just sat
I
there.
didn't ask for this.
I sat there. We had crossword puzzles to play. So I did
Okay, so you
crossword
didn't raw
puzzles.
dog.
Well, I mean, in modern terms, I raw dogged it.
You didn't
In
raw dog.
in the 1980s, that would have been
You got to
peak
dedicate.
entertainment.
You got to go for the raw dog or not go for the raw dog.
I mean, there was no music or video in my world. It's raw dogging. See, in a modern day, in a millennial view, it's a raw dogging.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some people are pretty serious about this whole raw dogging thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I've tried it.
yeah,
Only lasted like a minute.
yeah,
Okay, then I busted
yeah,
out my iPhone.
yeah. No, that's a
Put it
good
on.
call. All right. Well, that
Okay,
was
so
my
basically, on your luxury airline trip to Aspen, you're complaining about it. You're complaining about your luxury airline trip
I
to Aspen.
here's the deal. Paid if you're expecting you're It was not a cheap flight. If it was not a cheap flight, you're expecting it to be yeah, like at least somewhat. And like literally like the guy came around in like 3.5 hour flight. Like got one time I was able to get like a drink, I was just trying to get like a coffee or something. And like just it was like a panic. Whatever the small flight I was on, the small plane was just a disaster. The plane literally looked like it hadn't been updated in over 30 years. Like everything's super dated, skinny little aisle, like two seats on each side, and this guy was just panicking. We had one flight attendant for the whole main part of the plane, and he was just scrambling. I don't know what the deal was. It was just
Jeez.
hectic.
Well,
It just
short
seemed
staffed.
hectic, dude.
Something must have been going on. Maybe there was a strike nobody
Yeah.
knew about.
Yeah. Who knows? So anyway, that was my that's my tough. That's my segment called My Tough Life.
Yeah, that's a good segment name.
There's no point in living if you can't feel
Okay.
alive.
Well, Jay, I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Appreciate that.
I hope
When you
Aspen
put it in
was fun.
perspective, it doesn't sound as bad. But it was really annoying at the time. It was really annoying at the time. I'm over here worried about this, and Steed's got his parlay that might not hit.
Yeah, I think they took Gibbs out of the game. For anyone that's watched the Detroit Lions game, think about how they put in Reynolds and some other idiot. They couldn't run it in for a touchdown. Gibbs could have, and it's going to lose me $1,500.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jay, let's talk eggs.
Okay, good. Good. I do want to talk eggs.
Yeah. This was a request from Chubfather. He wanted to know what's up with turkey eggs.
Ooh, I've never heard of a turkey egg.
Exactly. When he said that, it kind of woke something in my brain, and I was like, "Holy shit, turkey egg!" I've also why am I not eating turkey eggs?
Yeah.
Are they gross? Are they yucky? So I did a little dive into the
This is Steed science?
no, not really, because it's more economic science,
Okay.
which I don't do economics. So basically,
Wait, is this Steedvestigation?
it's a Steedvestigation
Okay.
into why we don't eat turkey eggs because they're apparently delicious.
Mhm.
People say that the turkey eggs almost double the size of chicken eggs, which this might surprise you. That's how big duck eggs are. So
Duck eggs and turkey eggs are the same size?
roughly, yeah, duck eggs
That-
are about twice the size of a chicken egg, from what
Wow.
I'm reading. And the people love duck eggs. They're much more common than an old turkey egg. But turkey eggs, okay, it says double the size, 115
Okay.
grams versus 50 grams. So you're like, well, why don't we eat it? It
Yeah.
makes good eggs. Apparently, they're creamy little turkey eggs. They're
Okay.
good. They taste basically just like a chicken egg.
Nice.
But the cost of chicken eggs is around $3 a dozen. Turkey eggs cost between $2 to $3 per egg,
Ooh.
priced out immediately.
But is that only because nobody's like mass producing turkey eggs?
Yes, if they were mass produced, the price would probably drop. But the reason they don't mass produce the turkey eggs is because one, they're bigger, so that it takes more feed. You got to feed the turkeys more. They need
Mhm.
more energy
Yeah.
in the energy equation. So it costs way more to make one egg versus one chicken egg.
Sure.
Also, turkeys only lay 2 eggs per week. Chickens are daily. You're lopping a chicken egg day to day. So you're getting more yield. So with the turkeys, they're like, we got to save these eggs for breeding turkeys because we're not making any money on the
eggs.
egg side of business because
Yeah.
it costs so much just to make an egg, keep this turkey alive. We'd rather have a whole new turkey.
Yeah.
Okay. So farmers ain't going to farm them. Farmer ain't going to farm the eggs.
Okay.
And most turkeys, this was like a little side thing I found out. When you go to the grocery store, they sell turkeys at a loss
Why are they
'Cause they-
selling the turkeys then?
because they want you to come in and buy the fixins.
Oh, I see. So you're saying the grocery stores are selling them at a loss, not the farmers,
Grocery
right?
stores sell them at a loss.
Okay.
Like they're just like, hey, come in, buy our potatoes and whatever.
Okay.
They know you'll buy the whole meal.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing. It would be really cool to have like a deviled egg that was like double the size.
Okay, you could do it. You could do it.
I
We
just
could
need to.
get, it would probably be easier to find a duck egg, to be honest.
Okay.
So that's the egg. If you're looking for a double-sized deviled egg, I guess they do get harder to boil,
Okay.
but it's possible. I did look up what other eggs we can eat, but we're not up there eating.
Yeah.
Top of the list is goose egg.
Mmm.
Okay. Just imagine a succulent goose egg.
Hell
These
yeah.
are big. They're the same size as turkey and duck eggs. Um, and these are apparently richer in flavor.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't want to like bake with these. You want like main egg dish if you're gonna go the goose egg route because
Okay.
they're too delicious. They're
Yeah.
apparently a popular choice in making pasta.
Interesting. So you're saying something like a like a poached egg over like a hollandaise, like a
hmm
eggs
I'm
Benedict or something.
Yeah, I'm saying that's how you should enjoy a goose egg. Um, and you apparently pasta gets extra elasticity.
Okay.
You can do, frittatas, omelets. They're good.
Okay.
So that's goose egg. Another egg we're not eating is apparently octopus eggs, which
What?
who knew octopus? I never thought about how octopuses had more octopuses, but apparently eggs is the answer. Um, in Japanese, it's a Japanese delicacy, of course, because
Of
anything in
course.
the ocean is a Japanese delicacy.
These
And
octopus eggs look
literally any
insane.
item in the
I'm sharing
ocean.
my screen right now. I'll share my screen. Yeah, these look insane.
The octopus egg?
Yeah, they're gross looking.
Yeah, apparently they have a nutty flavor. Um, yeah, they look like kind of like rice.
Oh, I hate these. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, but that's an egg you can eat. You can eat like, quail eggs, emu eggs. Everybody's heard of the emu, ostrich.
Yeah.
They're just big eggs, novelty. Another crazy egg is a crocodile egg. In Australia, it is legal to harvest crocodile eggs from the wild.
Okay.
So you can get up out there and I guess trick the crocodile, the
Oh my
mother
God.
crocodile. And these ones are really expensive. These are $55 to $60 per egg.
Man, I just can't imagine a crocodile egg tasting good.
Apparently they taste pretty similar to chicken eggs in
Wow.
size, appearance, and you can cook them. These ones taste like fatty or something. Like it tastes this one, you're gonna notice some differences, but you can't eat the crocodile egg.
Okay.
You can eat turtle eggs too, but not recommended. I'm not recommending this one.
Okay. People don't
There's
like that.
another Asian thing. They stay jiggly. You can boil them for
Oh,
20 minutes, and apparently they stay jiggly.
yeah, that already's grossing me out.
Yeah, and then my favorite egg that I never thought of eating is seagull eggs. So,
Yeah.
um, considered luxurious.
Okay.
They are difficult to harvest. You have a short window. England, they're a specialty, and you need a permit to get this to be able to harvest them. And
Hmm.
they give 25, there's 25 permits in England to harvest seagull eggs. And it's just handed down from like family to
Oh
family.
my
So like
God.
new people can't get in, so they hide the seagull egg secrets,
Oh
like
my
where to get them.
God. That's insane.
Yeah. But I guess those are pretty good, pretty
That's Steve, this
tasty
is a
little seagull
I feel
eggs.
like we need like an exotic poult. We've kind of talked about the exotic poultry night, but I didn't even think about adding the egg. We talked about like us going around eating swan for Thanksgiving dinner. And
Hmm.
then yeah, if you have for the deviled eggs, if we have
Yeah. Delicious
seagull
seagull
eggs,
deviled
deviled
egg.
eggs, and we're eating swan. I mean,
Oh
this is an exotic,
man.
luxurious
Oh
night.
man. Yeah, that's a meal.
Yeah,
Or a meal and a breakfast.
could be a meal and a breakfast.
Get little
Exactly.
capybara bacon.
This is Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Some exotic meats as well. Um, I was the one thing I don't know, and this is explained to me as I'm stupid. How does a hard egg get fertilized?
Okay, so birds have sex, right?
Yeah.
So the egg, I assume it's still in some gelatinous form in there. Then the male bird comes in, shoots it in, and then the egg is fertilized, then it hardens.
Okay, so it's soft still. It gets fertilized while it's still in the female bird.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check this. I might look like an idiot, but that's how I'd imagine.
Okay.
Because if they're, how would it get
Because
through
I was
that
like,
shell?
are they poking like a little hole with their beak and then
No.
having their way with this egg? I didn't know how it worked.
Um, Sperms transferred from the rooster's cloaca to the hen's cloaca. It goes into the hen's oviduct to fertilize an egg, happens before the egg shell forms.
Okay.
Yep. All right, I was right on. I know about bird sex. We did
Okay,
a
good. Thank you.
small
Thank
bird
you.
sex
Thank you.
episode.
I know. I
I
just don't.
remember.
I remember you talking about the ducks and stuff like that. I just didn't remember the whole thing. But yeah, good
Yeah,
educational thing.
yeah, I remember bird sex, worm sex.
Yeah.
Um,
Worm side. Everybody liked the worm one.
Worm
I'll get
sex is
feedback on it.
really interesting.
Yeah. Yes. A couple things here I want to go over. One is Chubistory.
Blood alone moves the wheels of history! Have you ever asked yourselves in an hour of meditation, which everyone finds during the day, how long we have been striving for greatness?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
America is the richest, most powerful nation on earth. If America was a woman, America would be a big titty woman. And everybody loves a big titty woman.
In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world. And you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chubistory.
Please clap.
On Balloonfest 86. You ever heard about this?
Balloonfest 86?
Yes.
I've never heard of that.
So Balloonfest 86, this was a attempt to raise a lot of money and set a Guinness World Record. Guinness or Guinness? I don't know. I actually don't even know.
Was this in Cleveland?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
You have heard about this then?
Yeah, this is the dumbest idea. It's so dumb.
So I hadn't heard about this till it just came up. So yeah, they were trying to set the most released balloons at one time, and a local chapter, United Way, was trying to set this. So yeah, September 27th, 1986 in Cleveland. They're like, hey, we're going to launch all these balloons, set the world record. We're going to raise a bunch of money for charity. 100,000 people gather. I'm going to show you the video right here. You can see this the spectacle. Spectacle, as Mr. Cal would say. They're releasing all these balloons in the air, right?
Yeah. They're releasing like millions of balloons into the air.
Yeah. So then some of the aftermath. We're getting to this. So basically what happened is because of the changing weather, the balloons did not behave the way the people thought they were going to.
Well, I don't know what way the balloons like go straight up and come straight down. That's the goal.
So typically, they said they will stay floating long enough that basically they're fully deflated by the time they get down to Earth. But there was a cold air and rain came like right as this was going on. And basically they didn't get to the elevation that they normally would get, so they just started kind of falling to the ground. And because this happened, it started clogging up like all over the place. Like people got in car accidents. There was they had to shut down an airport runway for an hour and a half because it was covered with balloons.
Of course.
Which I think you could probably just run those over, but get to be safe. Anyway, the big thing. So obviously, environmentally, it's just terrible, right? I mean, just literally just
really,
latex
just shooting a bunch of balloons
all
everywhere.
over the place. And one of the things that happened is that there was two guys that were fishermen that fell off their boat, and the search and rescue crew is trying to find them, and it makes it a little tough when there's thousands of balloons in the water, like floating in the ocean as they're trying to find. So these guys end up dying, and the one of the wives of one of the fishermen sued United Way about this, and they settled out of court. Then then another guy had an Arabian horse that got permanent injuries because it was scared of these balloons that it was seeing all over the place.
So
And
just like
they
ran
also
into a
sued for
wall or something.
yeah. So in general, the fundraiser actually lost money because of all of the lawsuits and all these sort of things. But if you do want to know positive, they actually did set the world record for most amount of balloons ever released, which was 1,429,643 balloons.
Wow.
And now they don't even keep track of that record anymore. But
yeah, I assume nobody's ever going to try and beat that because it's the worst idea ever.
Yeah, it turns out it was kind of a disaster. It was like a I don't know who like there was just one person had this idea and like nobody just thought about like one balloon. You never think about that. Like, oh yeah, it goes up, it disappears.
Yeah.
Millions.
And you're like, oh, it's going. Millions of balloons are
like,
going to cause some serious problems.
I think I can't believe there was an environmental group at the time which was like, no, we should not do this. Like just from an environmental perspective, just all the latex being released.
Yeah. It reminds me of my mom. She was trying to release like one of those Chinese lantern things where you like light it.
Yes.
So we like lit one up and it was windy and it just like beelines into like some brush.
Oh my God.
And like this is gonna start a forest fire.
Yeah.
You like I think it like lit another one up and then it just shoots towards somebody's house. She tried to light another one and just took it and threw it in the water.
Oh my
we're
God.
Not burning down people's houses to watch a thing go up.
Those are always the craziest things to me because I know like when they work right, they basically just go up and then they run out of fire and they just go back down.
Yeah, but if there's like an inkling of wind, that thing is careening towards the closest flammable thing.
And it's made of paper. So like there's a flammable substance that it's around.
Yeah. Everything's on fire.
Everything's gonna light on fire. They do it because they're cheap and it like is a interesting concept. It just goes up, but it's like really bad. I'm sure there's been a lot of fires caused by those.
100%.
Yeah.
Because they're meant to like stay lit too.
Exactly. So anyway, crazy. So that was Balloonfest, little Chubistory, a shorter one. Yeah. Is there something else you want to get to, Steve?
New Year's, Jay, we got to brainstorm new ways to celebrate New Year's.
Okay.
Are you in on how we do it now? Just like stay up really late?
Yeah.
I've always been kind of out on New Year's, I would say, as far as I think we've probably talked about this before, but I would say on my list of holidays, if we go like Christmas, yeah, Thanksgiving,
yeah,
our 4th of July,
Halloween,
Valentine's Day, Flag Day, Arbor Day,
yeah,
Earth Day,
Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is up there on the list. Not that low. It wasn't that low. Trust me.
It wasn't that low. Yeah, that was like number 2.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that one. Then I would say, then there's probably some other ones that I'm forgetting about.
Then New Year's,
President's Day. Then it would be New Year's.
Yeah, I don't like being constrained by a holiday, like telling me when I gotta celebrate. I don't like the time schedule. Like, let me have fun when I want to have fun. Okay. Yeah. I don't need this. I don't need this specific time where I got to be staring at something.
Yes.
Like a countdown. It reminds me of a bomb.
Yes, and the PTSD for war stuff, right? When you're in the army?
Yeah. Bombs were a threat.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Every time I get on a plane, I think New Year's. Right. Countdown. What's going to happen? All right? I don't like it. I think we need a new celebration in the morning on January 1st. when you
Okay.
wake up. So instead of, you go to
Yeah,
sleep
instead
like
of at
normal,
night. Yep, yeah.
you wake up in the morning and you're like, it's the new year. Whoa, it's the new year. And then like everybody kind of gets together.
Is it like
Wow.
one of those things where everybody gets out of their front doors and everybody starts singing a song together?
Yeah, everybody could do that. And
Okay.
there's like some dance
Yeah,
and
it's a
everybody goes out.
choreographed dance through the
Uh-huh.
streets.
And it's maybe, there's no time, so you can do it whenever. Because
Okay, I was gonna say
we
because I
don't,
don't have to wake up as early as some of my neighbors probably do.
no, no, no. It's just whenever you go out, and then
Okay.
sometimes you see, a neighbor. Maybe some neighborhoods would sync it up,
Okay. Yeah,
and then
like
you just kind of pump it up.
we're doing ours at 10 a.m. Our party's at 10. It's kind of like how
Yeah.
Halloween does like that. This is the times that we do trick or treating,
Hmm.
but it'd be this is
Yeah.
the time that organized dance is
This
going
is
on in the morning
the
for
black party organized dance. Everybody brings an appetizer. No meals, all appetizers.
Oh, I love
Hmm.
that.
Yep, the small plates. It'd be delicious.
Okay.
And this would be better. The kids could get involved. No more long lines at the club
Yeah.
because I'd be waiting up at the club. Then I gotta pay $100 to get in.
Yeah.
Can't get a drink in
Can't
there.
get a drink. It's too packed. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we've talked about this. We had the scenario a couple years, 10 years ago or so, where you and me were driving to Chicago on New Year's. Your car broke down, the clutch went out.
God,
We
that's when I was done with New Year's.
That
I
was
haven't
your last New
celebrated
Year's.
since.
Good experience. Yeah, we tried going to a few different places that night, and it was you couldn't get in some places. And
Yeah, it was a
we
mess.
finally got somewhere. It
That
was a
whole
mess.
night was a mess.
Whole night was a mess. Yeah, that's tough. I would agree with you. Let's do it in the morning. Night is optional. It's kind of like the people that celebrate on Christmas Eve versus Christmas, right? You can still do it,
It'd be
but the main
weird.
celebration is going to be in the morning.
I would love that.
Yeah,
The
I'm all
American
for that.
people would love it. I got to run for president. I could
Yeah,
change this country.
yeah, love that. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about here, Steed, real quick, is some people have been doing these things that Jimmy Carter witnessed in his 100 years that he was alive.
They've been doing them.
Well, I've been seeing a couple of these like memes. It's basically like Jimmy Carter just passed away. He was alive for 100 years. He
Yeah,
witnessed,
you saw a lot of
here's
stuff.
things that happened in that last 100 years, right? So one of mine was the rise of Stalin
Oh God.
and the rise of Jake Paul.
Oh my God. Beard in the same way.
He got
That's
the same life. The same life got to witness both those things.
that's impressive.
Yeah. The Bay of Pigs
Okay.
and Love Island.
Oh God. Oh, I don't know. Stuff's gotten worse, Jay. Stuff's gotten worse.
Iwo Jima
Uh-huh.
and that Fox song.
What does the fox say?
What does the Fox say?
Yeah, but that was
That
Europe. I mean, Europe.
that's still in his lifetime. I'm sure he heard the
Yeah,
song.
that's true. Hmm.
I don't really know much about him as a president, so I'm not going to go into that. If I find
I
out
don't
doing
either.
some interesting stories, I'll do a Chubbistory on it at some point. But I just thought it's great. Like 100 years is a big chunk of time, especially if you think about the 20s. Like he was alive when the Great Depression
1920s.
started.
The show Boardwalk Empire, if you're familiar, that's
Yes,
when that show
is
was
literally
going
going on when he's a kid.
He's a good man, your sheriff. And he's gonna keep on sheriffing. Same as you all are gonna keep doing whatever it is you do. Barbers cut hair, cooks cook, librarians keep checking out books because it's very important to read.
What happens when Bible camp opens?
Bible camp's canceled, and I'm not really doing questions and answers right now, dear.
And everyone's, meh, Ford Model T, meh.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, he's like literally the stock market crash of 1929. I mean, that's literally he was 4 years old when that was happening.
Yeah, the Depression. Hoover. You had to
Herbert
live through
Hoover.
Hoover.
He was the first president born in a hospital.
Good God. That's crazy.
when he was born, there was people in their like 50s and 60s that were Civil War veterans.
Yep. Yeah, the Civil War really was not that long ago.
All right. Well, a little crazy, right? Anyway,
Yeah, good for him.
good for him. That's it.
Well, I mean, not good for him that he's dead.
Well, yeah, good.
Well, we
good
can't
run.
talk about people dying, or else somebody's going to comment on this video.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
That we should
We
die.
can't take any more haters. Any last thing you want to, Steve, or you want to save it for next week?
My parlay lost.
Okay.
Never bet on Deebo Samuel, kids.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's my parting words.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you being honest, and that's probably good betting advice to leave people with. Deebo Samuel, do not trust him unless it was to score a touchdown. He did randomly get a touchdown this game, Steve. So
he did, and that was his one catch for 5 yards, and the other 12 legs of my parlay hit.
Yeah.
But Deebo Samuel, stud wide receiver, down vote on Reddit. Don't draft him in your fantasy football leagues next year. Leave him off your Christmas cards and send that to the bank.
Nice. All right, sweet. All right, well, new episodes every Thursday. Thank you. First show of 2025. Look forward to a good Chubstep 2025. Is there any topics you guys want to hear or guests you want us to reach out to, things like that? Email show chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. But don't forget to check us out on YouTube and check us out on Spotify or wherever you do, and rate us 5 stars and share the episode with a friend. The show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.